Right, so next on the list of things to do for when you're going to put stuff out and release stuff. So I mentioned that I had missed a press run in the first video that I did. It's always good, I think, to go out and get local press, and just to get press in general for your releases. So the way to think about it is when you send a press kit off, when you send an EP kit off out to like touring agents, management companies, record labels, even PR companies, bigger PR companies, you are going to need some form of press to have already been done, because people want to know basically what the people think about you. You know what I mean? So for that reason and that reason alone, it is a good idea to do. Now, even if you're someone who really just doesn't give a fuck about what people think about you or your tunes, if you're wanting to actually do something with your music or with your band, unfortunately it's one of those things that you have to go do, even though it can be an unpleasant experience. It's nobody likes reading a review of some guy or girl basically saying that you're shit or whatever. No one's gonna like that, but it's the risk that you take by putting your stuff out there anyway. So it is what it is. So all you do is when you get these reviews through, you just take simple quotations, the best quotes, the best lines from a selected amount of reviews, chuck them in your press kit, and then in brackets just the name of the publication, the date, and just if you want to, you can chuck in the name of the review as well. Just little brackets by the side of it, and job's a good one. So if you're just a grassroots artist and you're just standing at the bottom of the barrel, you're a filthy, stinking peasant musician, you're not going to be paying for one of the bigger PR companies, which you're looking at in and around 800 quid really for an EP package, which will get sent out to all the big singing and dancing fancy music press peoples, which look absolutely fantastic, don't get me wrong, but unless you've got that kind of money kicking about, it's not going to happen. And as I mentioned before, a lot of bigger PR companies like to see that you've actually been active and you've been doing stuff prior to working with them as well. So this is another way of showing that. So what I'm going to do is take the local press that I have, local press outlets, the regional outlets, and then national and international. So you'll tend to find, if your area is anywhere like mine, that your local and your regional press, you'll be able to get not just online but in print as well, which is pretty cool because you can make scrapbooks and shit. But then your more national and I guess international will be more vloggers and bloggers and that sort of bullshit. So the thing to bear in mind when doing this is really kind of look for the publications that are going to suit your music, or if you're just releasing singles, to send them out again to places that are going to be more inclined to listen to that sort of stuff that you're putting out. If you're a metal band, there's no point sending it to an indie publication or an indie blog, because they're just going to think it's dog shit. simple facts. It may not be, but it's just, and it's not going to get reviewed. You're just wasting everyone's time. Yeah. Another thing to think about is how many emails you send out. How many publications to actually target? How many bits of press or blogs to actually target? So in the UK, there's a couple of Facebook groups which make life a lot easier to pick up where bloggers and vloggers are and stuff like that. There's bands, musicians and promoters, that sort of thing. Just chuck a post in there quickly, and usually you'll get a number of responses from people, which is pretty cool. So I think for my local area and my region, I have a publication called Point Blank. I have Any Volume and Narc magazine. Those are my 3 local and regional music publications that I can send stuff out to for review. Those are in print, and those are also online as well, which is pretty cool. So what I'll do is in the description I'll leave like a list of the online publications that I'm gonna send stuff out to as well. Tend to find that not everyone gets back to you, because people do get overloaded quite a lot. A lot of things get missed as well. So again, it's a big part of this is not to take things personally. You know, it's all just kind of see it as like CV building, I guess. You know, the most important thing really is the local and the regional publications, getting something out of them. If you can get anything out of them, those are your building blocks, really. Those are out of all of them that you send out, those are the most important ones. So I would not curate a massive, huge list of places to send your stuff out. Just personally, you can do if you want, but for what I'm going to do, that's not something really that I'm going to do. So yeah, local press, very important thing. Just building press is a very, very important thing to do. So before you release of your tune, just have a sit down for an hour and just go through the social medias. Most of the places are on Facebook. It's the easiest way to find them. So spend an hour or two just going through, making a list, making a contact list. If you want to be super organised, chuck them in a spreadsheet so you don't have to do anything else ever again. But that's it. So that's press and why it's important, and I'll see you in the next one.